Now this might be one of the most ridiculous things that was sent to my office. Over the years, I've received a lot of stuff, but literally this just came in, and I don't know what it is just yet. I had a sneak peek, and that's why I wanted to shoot this video, because I want to be able to walk you through some of the things that I have received. I don't know who this is from. We'll take a look, but also and turn this into a lesson which is about JVs and joint ventures, because right now in your market, chances are there's some sort of thought leader or seminar, speaker, trainer, influencer, celebrity that has a following, and if you could work with this person and build a relationship with this person, it will probably be beneficial to you. But the question is, how do you do it in a way that isn't annoying? And to begin that relationship, I want to be able to walk you through the different levels of how you can do this and to show you the right way and wrong way to do it. Okay, so let's begin with the wrong way, which is the way most people utilize. And you know what that is? I left my phone over there, so kind of follow me for a second, okay? Now the worst way is to slide the DM. Let me go take my phone. Come follow me for a second, okay? Now let me show you what the worst way is. Okay, where's my phone? It's over here. Okay, the worst way is to send a message or an email to somebody that you want to be able to reach out to and have that person promote you. And you know what you say? Here's the email I get all the time, okay? Which in fact I've stopped opening and reading them for a really long time. And it goes something like this. It goes like, hey bro, never met this person before. Hey bro, I have this amazing offer and I would love for you to promote it to your audience and your list. Like those type of emails, it doesn't even get past my team. Okay, it's like 99.999% rejection rate. And it's probably 100. I don't remember a certain any instance where we've actually ended up working with that person. So what does it mean? Okay, so before we take a look at, in this video, I want to show you all of the different gifts. Some of them pretty interesting, some of them pretty ridiculous, some of them a waste of time, and show you how can you actually begin this relationship with somebody else the right way. Okay, so if I were to categorize this into many different ways, and I know it's a mess over here, I was trying to look for a few different props to show you guys, it's this. Think about it as you can either buy your way in or work your way in. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that let's say there's this celebrity that you want to be able to work with. Okay, there's this person that has got a huge influence in your marketplace. The first way you can work with this person is literally to buy your way in. Now that's what it is that I would do, starting out. I would buy my way in. So what does it mean? The chances are this person at the highest level, they'll probably have a mastermind, some sort of done for you, some sort of consulting that's extremely expensive. Okay, so for example, this would be like when I wanted to get to know the people at Digital Marketer, what did I do? I bought my way in. They had a 25,000 per year mastermind, so I wanted to know that group of people. So I bought my way in and I was part of the mastermind. That was 25,000 for about 2 years. Same thing with Russell Brunson. He had his inner circle, and in 2016, I was part of that inner circle. It's $50,000 a year now, and I'm part of the mastermind for 5 years in a row. Right? So it's either you buy your way in. Same thing with Tony Robbins. I joined his highest level when I attended all of his different events. So it's either you buy your way in, or number two, if you can't afford to buy your way in, that's where number two comes in. Number two is to work your way in. So the question is, how do you work your way in? Okay, because joint ventures can be a very profitable one. You might have heard of the saying, right? It's not, I can't even remember what the saying is now. What? It's not who you know, but who knows you, right? And let me tell you this, I'm a horrible networker. I'm not a deal maker. I could be socially awkward, right? One of the things that really scares me is those networking parties. Anyway, so I want to show you some of the things that would work if you want to establish relationship with somebody by kind of working your way in. So this strategy is called the Dream 100 strategy. I believe it was coined by Chet Holmes and then popularized by Russell Brunson. But let's talk about how this might work. Okay, so At the worst way, what's the worst way? Sliding an email, somebody saying, hey, promote my stuff, okay? Because that's what every other person is doing. And chances are, if this person has a level of influence, a huge list, millions of followers, they're not reading a thing, okay? The second way is to send them the next, a slightly better level, right? This will be an upgrade. Would be a physical mail to their address. Now, this is where you gotta be a little bit resourceful. And if you work or if you're observant enough, you'll be able to find their address, okay? There's a few different ways to do it, okay? Number one is to look at their autoresponder emails, right? Big hint over there. Because chances are that will either send to a forwarding address or to their business address, right? So you're still gonna jump through hoops and it's not gonna reach them personally, but eventually might be forwarded to them, okay? So for example, this would be one, okay? You can see here like this is an attention grabber, right? You open it up. I wish I kept the envelope, because the envelope, make sure it's handwritten, okay? So if it's like name and then in bracket personal, you know what's gonna happen? Okay, this is a huge tip, okay? And as I'm saying it, it's actually registering in my mind that I could be getting a lot of mails, but you know what? Let's do it anyway. So let me tell you this, okay? So like one of the things that my team is trained to do is if it's like printed, chances are I'm not even opening it because it's just going to be like any other corporate mail. But if it's handwritten and if it says personal, my team doesn't even dare open it because it might be a personal thing, right? So that's when they will leave it on my desk because it feels like, hey, maybe it's a greeting card from a relative or something. So if it's personal, handwritten, okay, that's when I open it. And that's what this guy did, okay? As well as the ones that did get my attention. So hopefully you're learning a thing too. Okay, so it says, strictly only for Peng Joon. It's like, oh, I wonder what this is. Here's the mistake though. I read this and it turned out to be just like a long form sales letter, just my name on it. So this guy here probably sent it out to, I don't know, dozens of people, hundreds of people. And I can't remember what the call to action is, gave me a QR code. And that was the mistake, right? It didn't get my attention. It got my attention initially, but I didn't conclude reading this entire thing because, it was, oh, give me a second, like, this is actually personal. Okay, so shout out to this guy here, Leonard Chin. Congratulations. It's literally me seeing this for the first time. But maybe I'll take a look at this. Okay, so well done. Okay, that's like the second level. The third level is if you deliver, right? You find their forwarding address, their business address, and then it's handwritten. Now, handwritten, I can tell you, if something is handwritten, the entire thing, and it's sent over to me, I will, in most cases, read it, at least the first paragraph, just to see where it's hit it. If it's, here's the thing, I don't consider myself to be like a ruthless person, far from it, but I'm ruthless with my time. And if there's something you gotta be ruthless about, it's your time, because you only have 24 hours a day. So you gotta protect your time by really setting up these walls so that you don't have these, time suckers that's constantly, trying to get your time, whether it's through email or through physical mail, okay? So this is the third level. Third level is find the forwarding address, make sure the cover is written by hand, but now your thing is handwritten as well. Which brings us to level 4. Level 4 is when you send them something physical, okay? So for example, this is what Dean Graziosi sent me. Well, I'm sure it was his team. But what he did was he sent me a whole, a bunch of stuff, mugs, water bottles, and ultimately the whole goal here is to support him with his upcoming launch. And you can see that this is something that is extremely effective. I actually kept a few things over here to show you guys examples. So for example, when Grant Cardone wanted to launch his product, he sent to the office like a bunch of socks, okay? I still keep it in here because this is what I want to be able to show my team like this is how, if you want to, you know, get good gifts for people, these are like the different, the idea corner, okay? Same thing with ClickFunnels. I believe this was the launch of 10x Secrets, right? Gear, you can see like underneath there, they've been sending me swag as well. That was passed to the team. There was like a backpack from ClickFunnels. They recently sent like 20 backpacks. We might be doing a giveaway for that as well. But that's, what level are we at? Level 4, right? Sending something physical to their address, and chances are it's not going to be thrown away, and chances are they're going to read that letter and your proposal, and it's not going to get lost in the mail. Okay, that brings us to level 5. Now, level 5, I would say, would be this. Okay, something that is customized to them. Okay, so this was, I've received a few of these, you know, is it called bobble heads? Okay, not sure if it looks like me, okay, but this is from, you know, Pay Kickstart, okay? So guess what? Even like me doing the video and doing a shout out for them, that's the ROI right there, right? So if you can think about, this is where it's personal. If you can think about, like, if you follow this person on Instagram and you're seeing what this person does behind the scenes and their hobby, their passion, and if you can customize a gift, and by the way, notice it doesn't have to be expensive, right? It could be less than $100, but it's meaningful. That is when your odds of getting a response, I would say like the ones that I have responded to, at the very least by saying thank you, is if I knew that that person took time and thought and made it meaningful. Doesn't need to be expensive, but as long as it's meaningful, right? So that's level 5, which brings us then to, let's see if we can find a few more things. Right, and if there's something that you guys can see, like, you know, I've got all these different mails here, not opening them, probably gonna just chuck them out, because again, you gotta be ruthless with your time, okay? And they're all to me, but it doesn't look like, you know, or I just pass it to, you know. So like, again, right, notice, if you see this, okay, and I'm just gonna blank out the address over here, because, you know, I don't want, you know, 1,000. Okay, so first of all, if you take a look at this, doesn't it feel personal? Like, there's no way I'm gonna chuck this, right? Because it's handwritten and it's sent to my address. So it could be truly something that is personal from a friend, or it could be a great marketer, right? So I'm gonna keep this over here. But that brings us to number 5. Okay, so come follow me. Let's take a look at what it is that just arrived to the mail. I'm curious, just like you guys. So it's probably like a level 5 gift, okay? If you want to be able to get somebody's attention, okay, and kind of like begin that relationship. So let's take a look at this. Okay, back to this. So let's see who the sender is. So this sender sent it to my forwarding address in Florida. Let's see if there's a letter somewhere. Nope, nothing in there. Ooh, there seems to be a little note. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, right? If you truly want to reach somebody, that's what you do. As you can see here, it says here, "Hey Peng," right? You see this? Right? It's not handwritten, okay, but I think this is super crazy, pretty powerful, right? So it says here, I don't know if there's any personal stuff in here, but I'll just read it out, and if there is, we'll blank it out. But it says, "Hey Peng, sorry I didn't follow up with you sooner." That's a great hook. So what does it mean? It feels like maybe I do know this person personally. So it says, "Things has been crazy here. Excited. I just finished up my new leads software that instantly captures up to 70% of website visitors, right? And I would like to see if you'll be interested in getting a free 14-day trial," right? So this person goes straight to the pitch. "And if you love it, all I ask is for 100% total honest review." So here's the mistake, right? Whoever this person is, I don't know who this person is just yet, but here's what I like you guys to remember, okay? I like you guys to remember this. It should be always like, you win, I win. Okay? Like do that to me, together with me as you're watching this video. You win, I win. What does it mean? It means that if you want to work with somebody, always make it a win for the other person first by thinking about how you can deliver value before you winning, before your ask. So while I appreciate this gift, the problem is, it feels like it's a very transactional thing. It feels like, hey, the only reason why I gave you this gift is because I want you to give me a testimonial by utilizing this software. Okay? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that, but it feels like if I were to get to know this person, we've already started out this relationship not as friends or something personal, but it's transactional, right? It's like quid pro quo. It's like, you know, I'm only sending you this free software because I expect this testimonial from you, you know. So again, you know, I appreciate the gift, you know, nevertheless. I don't know if I've got space to put it, but let's see if I can open this. One page. It's quite lengthy, okay? Now, okay, so I've not met this person before. His name does not look familiar. Basically, I'm reading it. It says, you know, when I finally launch this, it'll be, you know, $2,500 per month. But you have to promise me, I want to give you access to this, but you have to promise me, number one, you use it for the entire free 14-day trial to give me a free video testimonial, okay? You know, that part's a turn off, right? Again, it's if I want to be able to establish relationships with somebody, I always just give first without expecting anything, okay? Those are the relationships that actually last the test of time. So anyway, we'll take a look at this later, but let's kind of summarize, you know, and show you, so how can you utilize this thing? It could be the case that you're shy or introverted or bad with people, but always begin a relationship by just thinking, how can I make it a win for the other person? Try to, when you reach out to this person, try to stand out. Don't come from an angle of, hey bro, I've got this amazing thing, but come from an angle of, hey, I noticed this thing that you're doing, and I would love to be able to help you or contribute or to give you this thing or gift or my, you know, this thing, this logo, this video they can use in your ads, something just to start the relationship off without that ask. Because if there is that ask attached, that's when it feels transactional, and that's when it feels like it's not gonna start that relationship the right way. Anyway, so that's, you know, this is something that we've not talked about on this channel. I hope you enjoyed this, you know, new type of content where I'm showing you behind the scenes on how to work with JVs and reach out to JVs the right way as well as the wrong way. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below some of your biggest takeaways. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, switch on the bell notification for more videos just like this one.